Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Divalog. I hope you all are doing well and feeling all festive up because I truly am. I'm getting into the festive spirit and I'm so excited for this year and Diwali and everything that comes with it. I always am, but I'm just feeling a little extra bouncy in my step this year. But let's come back to today's video in which I'm going to be trying out new launches by Swiss Beauty. Now these are their festive new launches, but I didn't feel like they were festive. Like they were just new launches, and because they were launching around this time, they just named it like festive launches. But anyway, I'm really excited to be sharing my first impressions with you guys. These are first impressions. If you would like a follow-up review, then definitely let me know. There are some things that I have to say about everything. I love how Swiss Beauty is really stepping it up with their formulation, packaging and everything, but still keeping the price tag bare minimum. A lot of companies have increased their prices and how pack L'Oreal, they all like they've just gone on another level with their prices. But Swiss Beauty, Mars, Inside, they have our back and our wallet so that we do not feel too broke, especially because with festive season you have to buy so many gifts and everything. And spending money on makeup to look good should be the least of your concerns. Honestly, it should be. So yeah, I'm not gonna make this intro any longer. I tend to go with the flow a little bit. I do not know why, but yeah, I'm not gonna make this intro any longer. This is the look I came up with. I'm gonna be testing out four of their new launches. I think these four are the new launches. We have blushes, liners, lip glosses. So you are in for a treat because I'm gonna be breaking everything down for you and what I feel about these products. So without any further ado, if you wanna know my views on the newly launched Swiss Beauty Festive Collection, then please keep on watching. Alrighty, let the testing begin. I almost have my base fully done. I don't have my blush on right now because we have two different type of blushes to try out today. The first one being the Cheek It Up blush stick as well as the Cream It Up blush. This is the cream blush as the name suggests, and I have two shades in both of these. So we have a nice option going on here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the stick blush onto one side and the cream blush onto the other side to test out the formulations, and then I'll match up the color later on as and when I feel the need to make them more symmetrical and more even. But first, let's swatch these products and see how they feel while swatching and while applying and all of that. So I have two different shades, as I said, in both of these cream blushes. Let's start with Cheek It Up first. I really like stick blushes, but I genuinely do prefer them without foundation. The first shade we're going to be trying out today is called High on Pink, and the packaging seems really nice. Like it's done really well, the outer packaging I mean, and even the inner packaging. Look at how chic that looks. It has a soft matte finish to it and it looks pretty chic, not gonna lie. I love how Swiss Beauty and brands like Mars and Insight are really stepping up their game. They're working on names, they're working on packaging, they're working on the production as well, like the whole formulation as well. So that's something I really like. Ooh, there's a sealant cap therein as well. That's something I really like it actually shows thought process behind the product. I'm just going to unseal it. Yes, and we have the product right there. It looks like a gorgeous pink color. I can't smell a lot of fragrance. I don't think there's a lot of it. There's like a tiny hint in there, but it doesn't seem like a lot. So I'm going to first just swatch it on the back of my hand. It goes on really creamily. Look at that shade. It's a pretty shade and it's actually matching my outfit really well as well. Hopefully I don't get any of that on my outfit since my sleeves are a little risque. Then the second shade we have is called Buff with Rose. This seemed a little deeper of a shade and that's why I wanted to get it because I love deeper shades for the winter time, and if this is something that works really well for me, then this would be something I would enjoy during winters. So this is what Buff with Rose looks like when it comes to the packaging. It is color coded, and then again we have the sealant on top. Let's just quickly swatch it right next to High on Pink. Ooh, look at that. It's a beautiful orangey brown color. It looks so beautiful. This would suit duskier skin tones so well, but I feel like for me a better choice today would be High on Pink because of the outfit I'm wearing. This would be a little too brown and orange for the type of outfit I have on, so I'm just going to reseal this up so that it doesn't dry down. This is a great thing, yeah, because cream blushes and stick blushes like these can dry out really quickly, so this just ensures that they stay intact. So I have High on Pink with me right here. I'm going to apply it on my right cheek or your left. I'm first just going to tap it in like that. I'm not going to swipe it because that honestly removes my foundation a lot, and that's why I prefer stick blushes like these without any foundation because I don't like the fact that my foundation moves. I'm trying to just tap it in very gently. Um It has moved my foundation a little bit. From right here you can see a patch forming in, and I haven't even like swiped it across or anything. So let me try and cover it up with more blush to make it a little more seamless. It's not going as pigmented. You know what? Let me just take it on my finger directly like this, and then let's tap it in. Yep, that is much, much, much better. Obviously, I have a lot of pigmentation right now, like a lot of blush pigment on my cheeks right now. But I think that's a better approach if you are wearing a foundation, to just go in with your fingers first rather than trying to apply it on top of your foundation. But it's blending out really nicely with the second technique, not with the first one. The first one's slightly harder. I think that would be better suited if you're not going to be wearing any foundation, or if you've not powdered your face. I've powdered my under eyes, so maybe that is also going to hinder the application and the smoothing process of it all. But it definitely has moved my foundation a little bit, so I am not the happiest about that. I feel like I need to try it without makeup as well, and I feel like that would be a better suited scenario for a stick blush like this. That's generally the case. I'm going to quickly wipe off my hand so that we have a fresh hand for the next set of swatches. And for that, we have our cream blush. This is the Cream It Up blush. Again, we have two shades with us right here. I think today my shade would be this one because it's a slightly pinkier shade, hopefully. Let's see. Let's hope for the best. So the first shade we have is called, where is the name? Where is the name? I have no idea what is the name of the, oh, okay, it's Cheek O Pink. It's Cheek O Pink. And look at the packaging again. It's a nice squeezy tube. Reminds me a lot of the Glossier cloud paints because that's how they come in as well. And they say that this is extremely pigmented, so let's hope for the best. I'm going to apply a tiny dot right here, and let's see how they blend out before I do this experiment on my cheek. Okay, they feel much more like a serum gel like consistency rather than a cream, and that blended in seamlessly into my skin. That was really quick and easy, and it sheared out a lot, like a lot. It doesn't feel like they're extremely pigmented to me, at least on first impressions. We're gonna see how they fare on the cheeks. The second shade I have is called Copper Cheeks, and I feel like this was more iridescent and shimmery rather than being matte. Let me just swatch it for you guys right here. Okay, we are having a bit of an issue with the product just not wanting. Okay, we have it right there. So I'm just applied a tiny little dot right there after squeezing half of the tube up. Let me blend it out. See, they are more sheer, right? Like I was expecting them to be like baboom pow rare beauty glossier sort of a situation, but the texture feels really nice. It's very lightweight. The texture feels very, very lightweight, and that doesn't seem iridescent to me. Like it seemed more gluey on the website for some reason, but on the hand that does not seem to be the case. Anywho, Z, let's go ahead with Cheek O Pink today, and I am just gonna take a little bit of that on the back of my hand. Okay, okay then. I feel like I have some splashes across my face as well. So we're just gonna, ignore that till I can fix it. But I'm first just going to rub it around so that we have a nice even layer of blush on our fingers. And then I'm just going to apply. Okay, that seems more pigmented on the cheeks. It didn't seem that pigmented on my hand, but on the cheeks it seems a little bit more pigmented. And it is not moving my foundation as much. So that is nice. That is nice. There's a luminous finish on this side while there's a more matte finish on this side. But yeah, it seemed lesser pigmented, definitely on the hand. On the face, that seems like the pigmentation game is quite right there. It is high on pigmentation, but I like how well it's applying and how well it's blending out as well. Just the fact that I have taken a lot more than my skin can handle is going to be an issue. But overall, I like the consistency of the cream blush much better. But why is there this blackish thing? What's this blackish thing on my face? Has the foundation moved? Like, what is that? Let me check that out, but I'm gonna match both of these colors up. And I think my preference has to go with the creme blush, but both of them I feel like are gonna work better if you're not wearing any foundation. On top of foundations or on top of powdered bases, they can be a little bit more tricky. If you are gonna be wearing like a tinted moisturizer, they will work much better. So yeah, both of the blushes feel okay till now, like pretty okayish. But if I had to choose one of them, the cream it up blush has my vote. It took me a closer look in the mirror to realize that the blackish thing I was experiencing here was just moved foundation. So I've been spending the last 20 minutes in redoing my base a little bit, then powdering everything down. So if my base has gone to cakey down, that's exactly the reason why that has become. So I have to sadly say that these blushes, while they look and feel really good, if you have a base product on, they will move your foundation like no one's business. And I know a lot of people out there will be like, oh, you just want to hate on these products, you should have tried them on bare skin. But that's the thing, these will work on bare skin. Cream blushes, cream anything works beautifully on bare skin, and that's something I already know. It's only when you bring a base product into the mix is when the true test of products like these actually happen, and I wanted to test them out that way in itself. Now I know, again, I will really like these products on my bare skin, and I think you will too if you apply them just on your bare skin if you don't want to go for a base product. But I need to tell you guys how they will fare once you already have a base product on. Maybe you can use them underneath your foundations. Now personally for me, a lot of times using products underneath my foundation doesn't really work because I use high coverage foundations. If you use like a skin tint or something, again, you can go for that. These do feel really nice, the texture does feel really nice and luxuriant, but on top of foundation, they sadly moved my foundation. And how? So let's move on to the next product I want to try out, and I'm really excited for this one. But I honestly did not plan this well, I feel like, because I did order 4 different colors of the Color Me Happy eyeliner range, and they have some gorgeous colors in here. Let me quickly take you through all of the colors first, but I think none of them would match me. Maybe the orange a little bit, but I don't think any of them would match me. So we're going for a contrasting look today. I already have a contrasting piece of jewelry on, and now we're going to have contrasting makeup as well. No problemo. Alright, so the first color I have with me is a forest green color, which is called tulip green. Tulip green, that's a new one. I've never heard that. Tulip generally is like associated with like florals and all of that. So that is good to hear. Let me show you the packaging and see it for myself as well. Ooh, again, it has this soft matte feel. It looks and feels very, very luxuriant. I really like this. I will have all of the MRPs up on the screen if I've not already said so. But yes, this is called Tulip Green, as I told you guys. Let me quickly give you a swatch right here. Ooh, that went on very creamily. It's a nice bright green. It's not like a deep moss green that we generally have in our shade ranges that don't even properly show up on our eyes as well. So that's something I like, and that's why I picked up these colors, because these were colors I felt like are missing from my collection as well. These are brighter colors, more fun colors. The next color I have is called Orange Daisy. Oh, I think they're all named after flowers. I might be wrong. I'm not too sure. I haven't read the names yet. So yeah, I mean, I ordered them, but I just selected the colors on the website and just ordered. They just look so good, you guys. They feel so good as well. Let me give you a swatch right here. They go on so creamily and they're so pigmented. I think I'm gonna like these ones. I think they're gonna redeem the blushes. Honestly, doing a cream blush that won't move your foundation is very tough, guys. It's very, very tough. So I'm not gonna hold them that against them. I mean, kind of, but not that against them. Okay, the next color we have is called Yellow Sunflower. So I think I was right when I said that they are named after flowers, and I opened it the wrong way. Thankfully, the pencil didn't fall down. Yellow Sunflower. Ooh, look at that bright yellow. It's a bright, bright, bright yellow. And lastly, I have a beautiful purple color, and this is called Purple Aster. Is aster a flower? Is aster a flower? Yeah, is aster a flower? I don't know. I do not know. I've never heard that name, but I'm really excited for this color as well. Wow. Wow, all of these shades. Wow, if you love colors, then this is a beautiful shade range. It's a beautiful shade range, guys. Okay, what should we do? What should we do? What would go the best with what I have on right now? Nothing, absolutely nothing was going with it. So I think I'm gonna pick up the shade Orange Daisy first. Let's see, we can go a little all out, a little cray cray with this, who knows. I'm gonna start applying this on my eyes, and the color is actually showing up. A lot of time the colors, they don't really show up on the eyelid and they just blend in, but this is genuinely showing up, so that's nice. And then I'm gonna smudge it out to see how well this smudges out. It is smudging out easily. I'm using my fingers. You can also use a brush. Let me grab a brush as well, actually. I have a brush right here. Let me see how well the brush can smudge it out. The brush is a little bit easier, a little bit easier. Also because I have nails on, so the brush feels a little easier. After smudging it out, it's sort of going with my outfit because it does have like a pinky undertone. This orange doesn't have like a warm undertone, but like a pinky undertone. So that's why I chose this one. So I'm just going to be smudging this out so that we have like a nice, look at how gorgeous that is looking, and it's smudging out so well as well. So well. That's beautiful. Once I'm done with both of my eyes. I'm actually going to try and smudge this off to see if it's actually smudge proof or not. But yeah, I'm just going to apply the same liner on the other eye as well. And I'm not being too neat with it. I'm just trying to stay near my lash line. But this is not tugging or pulling on my eyes at all, which is great. It's so good. These definitely seem like they can redeem the blushers. Like I'm happy with the colors. I'm happy with the way they're smudging and blending out as well. They're just making me happy. They're making my heart sing. Also, because again, as I said, these colors were something I felt were missing from my vanity as well as the Indian market. A lot of times, mainstream brands like Lakme, Maybelline, L'Oreal would do a blue, a green, a brown, a black, and call it a day. Like they don't do fun colors like these, which is sad. NYX used to. Color Bar also did a couple of them, but they don't really show up that well on the eyes. Like the Color Bar all rounder pencils, I like them, but their yellows and like their neon colors, they don't really show up on the eyes, which is sad. It's honestly sad. You know, just for shits and giggles, because this is not a makeup tutorial, I'm going to take Purple Aster because I'm so excited about this color. I have not seen a pencil color, like a color in a pencil. Yeah, a color in a pencil like this from a more from a more I can't talk. I cannot talk. I haven't seen a color like this in a pencil form from an I try to recollect myself. All I'm trying to say is that it's a very rare color. I haven't really seen this being done so much, and I haven't seen an affordable brand doing this as well. I've also ordered pencils from Lamel or Lamel. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce it, and they also have like really nice colors. But I'm just gonna apply this to my waterline to see how well it shows up in the waterline, because generally a lot of times colors can show up well on your lid, but waterline is another ball game altogether. So I'm just going to apply it all over my waterline and let's see. Okay, not bad. It's not as prominent as I would like it to be. Let me do a couple of more swipes and, you know, be a little bit more generous with this. I don't even know if you're supposed to apply this on your waterline or not. I just went in like that. But yeah, it still is. It's showing up again, not as much as I would prefer it to show up. But on the lash line, it looks absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. You know what? I'm going to apply a little bit of this on my lower lash line, just like that, so that we have that pop of color, and I'm going to smudge it out a little bit as well so that we don't have harshness going on. So we just have like a soft smoky duo color look going on that does not match me whatsoever, but that's not an issue. I think I'm not sure. Is it an issue? Let me know if it's an issue. But yeah, I'm gonna smudge it out, and that's looking so much more better, so much more prominent, only because we have lash line into the play. But once I'm done with that, as I said, let's go back to this and let's try to like really smudge these liners. So I have clean fingers. I'm gonna go in hard with this one, and ooh, that did not budge at all. That really is something. Okay, it's not budging at all. And of course on the eyes it's different because your eyes naturally produce oil throughout the day, so obviously it's going to break down your liner a little bit, but the fact that it can stay like that when I really went in hard means that it will stay on your eyes also for a little bit longer. And if you have really extremely oily eyelids, just set it with a loose powder or like a colored eyeshadow and I'm sure it will stay for a longer amount of time. But I'm really enjoying these pencils. These pencils I feel like are going to be the highlight of the show for me. Now I'm just going to quickly do a little bit of mascara, some inner corner highlights, some lashes, and we'll be back for the last product. Now my eye makeup is all done and I really like it, and that is contrary to what I believed when I was going into this eye makeup look. I was so directionless. I thought all of these colors are so contrasting, they're not going to go well with one another, and I thought I'm just testing these pencils out. The look does not need to look good, but I really like how these colors have come together. They're so contrasting, yet they just create a beautiful look. I have to give a special shout out to these pencils. They are so beautiful, you guys. The formulation is nice, the colors are gorgeous, they're affordable, the packaging is beautiful. So if you are looking at picking some nice beautiful liners up and your budget is a little on the lower side, you do not need to worry because these are so good, you guys. They're genuinely so good. My thoughts weren't the same for the blushes, but I'm really excited about these. I might be getting more colors in these because I know that they have a lot of other colors as well, so I'll definitely be trying them out. I'm so excited about these shades and just finally getting some fun fresh pop of colors in my liners in an affordable category as well. So yes, this is a big yay from my side, a big yay. I hope you're gonna end the video on another high. I'm gonna be trying out Swiss Beauty's lip glosses. These are newly launched as well. These are called the Plump Up Wet Gloss, and again I have two shades because I wanted variety as usual. I have the shades Popsicle, this is Popsicle, and then we have a Pink Skin. Today I feel like we should try Popsicle because it's like a deeper but muted pink, because Pink Skin is much more bright and I feel like I already have a lot of colors on my eyes, so a muted undertone would suit me well. But let's just swatch these on the back of our hand first so that we can see them in action. So the first shade I have is Pink Skin, and does not feel like it has any fragrance. Did I touch it on my nose? No, I didn't. Okay, so this is what Pink Skin looks like. There is a nice amount of pigmentation in there. It's not like completely sheer, but there is some pigmentation and it does feel more like a jelly gloss than like a super wet gloss, even though the name is wet gloss. And the second shade we have is Popsicle. Let me swatch Popsicle for you right here next to Pink Skin, and this is what Popsicle looks like. I think, yeah, I will go with Popsicle. I think you can also see the gel sort of an effect even in the swatches. It's not like a wet gloss, like a very high shine oily gloss, but more like a jelly consistency. Let's just put this to test by applying this on the lips, and I'm going in with Popsicle as I said. And look at that amount of pigmentation that these glosses have. They have a nice amount of pigmentation, but again, as I said, they're not super high shine. Like, they're not a wet look. They're more jelly-like, and that's what they feel on the lips as well. They are slightly on the thicker side. They're not extremely thin. They feel more like a serum-y gloss. Like how we have these serum-infused glosses these days. That's what it feels more like, rather than, as they have written, a wet gloss. But they go on so nicely on the lips and they have a nice amount of coverage to them as well. I had no lip liner underneath. I hadn't neutralized my lips. My natural lip color is what I applied these on. So that is what this one looks like. It's a nice gloss, but I feel it's a very okayish gloss. It's not something that would be high up on my recommendation list. I feel like the highlight for me in this video has to be the pencils, no doubt. And with that, I'm done with my makeup. A quick little update on the lip gloss. It feels slightly heavier on the lips. There is no tingling sensation, so it's not gonna plump up your lips or anything of that sort. But it does feel slightly heavy on the lips. Like, I can feel there's something on my lips. I feel that's because the texture is slightly on the thicker side. It's not thin, as I said, it's slightly on the thicker side. So it feels slightly like I have something on my lips. You know, it's not the most weightless or like airy feeling lip gloss out there. It's slightly heavy. So all in all, if I have to sum up this video, I will say that get these liners. You can skip on the blushes if you already have cream blushes. You can skip on the gloss if you already have some other glosses, or I can do a recommendation for affordable lip glosses if that is something you guys want. Let me know in the comment section down below. But these liners, they have my heart. They honestly do. These were the highlight of the video for me, and I feel like if there's just one thing you want to get from this video, video. Hands down, these liners, there is no competition. I was slightly disappointed with the blushes. I really thought that they would be bombdiggity.com, and while they could work on bare skin, if you are going to be wearing base products, then applying them on top of base products is just going to wipe your base products off and leave you with a weird looking base. So that was a bummer. And the lip gloss, as I said, feels slightly heavier on the lips. But that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, then don't forget to comment and subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me. Also, let me know what other products or other brands you would want me to try out, because I would love to do it for you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Till then, take care. I love you all so much. Mwah. Bye.